Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to download and use Office 2016 when you're using Windows 7. And I'm going to be doing that on a Dell Latitude 3330. Now, the reason why I'm focusing on Office 2016 is it is the most up-to-date version of Office that Microsoft recommend you use with Windows 7. And in the first part of the video, what we're going to be doing is, first of all, we're going to be downloading a version of Office 2016. And then after we've downloaded that, we're going to be downloading a free piece of software called WinZip, which will help us to actually install the download of 2016 onto our computer running Windows 7. So this is where we're going to download the version of Office 2016 from, and this is totally legitimate. This is a website that you can download all kinds of legal digital software from. And so you can see here that what I'm going to do is they've got this is the 2016 page. It's for Office Professional Plus 2016, and then they've got this link here, which is obviously from the Microsoft site, and you just click on that, and then if you look up here, you can see that it is downloading. Now it's a large file, 4.1 gigabytes, so that's going to take about 10 or 15 minutes, even at my relatively good broadband speeds. Okay, so you can see that we're coming very close to the end of the download here. So there we go, a quick check on into our downloads folder. You see that it's downloaded. I tested it earlier, that's why there's two versions of the Pro Plus retail file. And then we can also see here when we look at properties that it's an image file, .img. So because it's a .img, we actually need another piece of software, that's going to extract all the files within it to enable us to install it on a Windows 7 PC or laptop. And so the one that I suggest is WinZip for Windows 7 and 8. So you can see here that I've just put in here, Google search WinZip for Windows 7, and here is the site. Now this is a paid piece of software that actually you can use for free. I think the trial's for 21 days or something. So just go in there, and then you can see that there's an exe file that's been downloaded. So now I've got both of these files. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on an external hard drive and then connect that external hard drive to my Windows 7 laptop. And then I can download Office 2000, then I can install Office 2016 onto the laptop and use it in Windows 7. The other thing, just to finish off this video, is to say that the cheapest license that I can find for Office 2016 is the equivalent of £9.50 in the UK, or $11 in the US, and that's from this website here, ACL App Store. I don't quite know how you pronounce that, but there's a website address up there. So you could just use just go to there, and that's the best legal way of getting a license key. And this is a legit site. So if you pay that money, that license key is going to work. Now, of course, there's other ways that you can look online and look for hacks, pieces of software, which will, mean that if you run them, it means that you won't have to pay for a license code for Office 2016. Or there's other websites that just are stacked full of license codes for 2016, which they say will work and will actually mean you have to buy a license. But in my experience, they can be a big waste of time. So for the sake of £10 or $11, it may be worth just going to this site here and buying a license key for yourself. Okay, so the next part of the video, we're actually going to be on the laptop in Windows 7, beginning to install Office 2016. So here we are. I'm on the Latitude 3330. I've got Windows 7 running, and you can see that I've got my external hard drive and I've got a copy of the WinZip, the extracting software that's going to help us to install Pro Plus Retail. So the first thing to do is let's take this WinZip file, double click on it, and start to install WinZip. Now, I've had different results with this software on Windows 7. Sometimes it's taken an age to install. So just be prepared to wait a few minutes and get as close to your broadband router as possible. But this seems to be installing okay. So that's fantastic. Okay, so it looks as though we've got WinZip installed. As I said, it's a paid for software, but it's got a trial for 21 days. So for these purposes, you can just use a trial version. Okay, so once that's installed, and you can see all these icons on my desktop now for WinZip, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Pro Plus Retail file, which is a disk image file. Let me just delete that for neatness sake. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to right click on the Pro Plus Retail file that we downloaded earlier, and then we're going to go to the WinZip option here, and I'm going to unzip to here. So what it's going to do is actually going to create an ordinary folder on my external hard drive. And again, it's going to prompt you to try and buy it. Just click on the use evaluation folder, button. Okay, so you can see here on the screen there's an Office folder which has appeared. So that is where all the stuff that we need is going to be stored. And then you can see on your screen there's extracting all the individual files that are going to be in this folder. Okay, so there we go, and we can see that it has kind of unzipped all of those folders and put them in here in this file that it's labeled Office. And I'm quite surprised actually that it didn't label the file as Pro Plus Retail, which is the name of the image file that we took it from. But if we go into the unzipped file, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to choose the setup for the 32. No, I'm going to choose a setup for the 64-bit, and this. Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to use a setup 32 because I've actually installed a 32-bit version of Windows 7 on this. So I've clicked on that. And just to say that unzipping of those files took about 5 minutes in real life, 5 or 6 minutes in real life. So this is a little bit nerve-wracking. It appears as though nothing's happening. But I have got the hard drive light flashing away furiously on this laptop. So I'm hoping, here we go. So because this is Office Pro Plus, you've got Word, you've got Excel, you've got PowerPoint, you've got Outlook, as well as having OneNote. And Access and Skype, and I don't know what this. Yeah, I don't know what this other icon's for. What piece of software that is for. Oh, of course. It's Publisher. Okay, so that's really weird, the way that that window just disappeared of the progress bar of the installation of Office. But I've just looked down here on the far right and you can see that I've just got up another kind of progress. It's saying it's installed by 58%. My hard drive light on the laptop is still flashing away furiously. So let's see if that moves from 58%. There we go. Another panic over. So there we go. We've got a notification telling us the installation is finished, and you can see that all of the Office products have appeared in the taskbar at the bottom. So Office 2016 has installed successfully, and that took about 11 minutes. Installed Office 2016 on this Latitude 3330. It's now time just to test it a little bit and see that it's working okay. And the first thing I want to do though is to test the startup time. How long does it take this laptop to start with Office 2016 installed? When I installed a fresh copy of Windows 7 with nothing else on this laptop, it started in 1 minute 10 seconds. That's how long it took me. That's how long it took from the time I pressed the power button to the time I could actually view a live web page. So let me start it and start my stopwatch and see if that time has changed. Okay, so there we go. That's about 1 minute 25 seconds. So there is a slight slowing up there because the laptop is loading quite a bulky piece of software, which Office 2016 is. Okay, so let me just minimize that, the browser, and let me just go into Word and see if it opens okay. Okay, that all looks to be very good. Okay, so that's just a little test document in Word. Let me open up Excel. And as does Excel. And then finally, let me just pop open PowerPoint. Okay. So there we go. That is how we can install Office 2016 on a Windows 7 PC and use it successfully.